My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Monster Train 2. Melting Remnant Pyreborn. Now, Pyreborn, if I recall correctly, is one of the clans that was changed the least in the recent... Yeah, oh my god, only 2 cards that were actually really modified. Obviously, it got some additional equipment or rooms or something like that, but the 2 cards that were modified, Devilish Details, now only deals 8 damage to your Pyre rather than 10 to give you through Dragon Horde, and Pyre Blooded now only costs 1 Ember. Oh, hell yeah! It still seems like it sucks, though. Because its ability has a high cooldown and doesn't do anything. Well. Oh! Lady of the Reformed, Burnout 3, Revenge. Apply Burnout 1 to friendly Burnout units and 2 copies of Purifying Cleanse. We're definitely going to be running a Revenge floor. Sorry, a Revenge Burnout floor. Serapaternus, Chosen of Savagery, 2 copies of Snotty Whelp in the base deck as well. And Aqua's Reservation. Once per battle, we can select the heart to gain 3 Ember. Neat. I mean, realistically, I need to know what line I'm going for the champion first. I haven't done Overlord in a while. Do I want to? Slay gain +1 damage permanently. Phoenix Fire, the ability deals damage equal to this unit's attack and then applies 4 Pyre Gel to enemy units, so, you know, it's a 3-turn delete an enemy kind of thing. Obviously, it doesn't delete big enemies. I mean, God. It's not really easy to support your slaying in this clan combination. Yeah, no, I'm definitely just going to take Pyre Maniac and walk from there. When a unit gains Pyre Gel, it gains 1 additional stacks. Compelling. Prismatic Dragon Scale. At the end of battle, gain 3 Dragon Horde if your Pyre took no damage. I'll figure out a way to make that happen. Now, does it consider me having taken no damage if I heal the damage I do take? Because I know you can erase negative score modifiers by doing that. I guess Lady of the Reform may be on the bottom floor. Yeah, because she's the unit that I'm most capable of healing. With the Purifying Cleanse and all. Yeah, we're much better off Fire starting now. There. I'm gonna throw a Snotty Whelp on the second line. Rid of the Vengeful Shard. So 2 rounds. Yeah, okay, so I can cast that this round. Second Snotty Whelp down. My hope is that double Snotty Whelp Gelly Sneeze will give me the ability to kill on the second line. I don't know if that is going to be the case. And if it isn't capable of killing there, then unfortunately we will be leaving a pretty powerful Fallen Champion to... Well, it's not pretty powerful, it's just, it's going to go to the Pyre. And then I lose my 3 Dragon Horde, which I don't want to do. Deal damage equal to this unit's attack, apply Pyre Gel to enemy units. So it deals damage before ever adding the Pyre Gel. So, Firestarter, Firestarter, Firestarter. Pyre Gel, Pyre Gel, Pyre Gel. That'll do it. Yeah, you're taking 40 additional damage from every attack. I do like the idea of just getting Whelps behind Lord Phoenix for that line. Well, look. Well. What do you think I'm gonna click? God damn it! I love this card so much. It's really hard to get me not to take it. I'm struggling uphill. In my soul right now, I'm trying to find a reason not to take it. Recognizing that I'm probably going to go Merchant of Magic Remnant, Merchant of Steel Remnant. I'm going to a Merchant of Magic. I can't turn that down. Hallowed Drippings, hello. 1 Ember Consume, apply Burnout 5 and +5 damage to friendly units. There's also Memorial of the Melted. The new version of Memorial of the Melted, or Memories of the Melted rather, as it previously was, a spell card that would give you 1 Ember for every friendly unit death this battle. Completely redesigned, it's now a room card, 1 Ember, friendly units have Endless. I mean, that's a way for me to get chump blocking Snotty Whelps on the same line as Lord Phoenix, and then just play them, and then just explode them, and then just play them, and then just explode them. The only thing is that good? Maybe. Hallowed Drippings is nice in a world where I have friendly burnout unit. All of these are good cards. I want to take all of them. I think the real reason not to take Memories of the Melted is there's many more ways of generating additional value with a room on Lord Phoenix's floor. Like, you know, when a unit gains Fire Gel, it gains 6 additional stacks. The Hell Furnace, 3 additional stacks, I actually think it is. That would be incredible. I don't even have to break my tie towards the new card, because this is utterly redesigned, but this is also new with its +5 damage. Remnant Banner, Remnant Banner. I like the idea of an endless floor where I can just keep playing stuff. Maybe it doesn't even have to be the Gelly Sneeze. Alright, fine. We'll save those. -1 Permafrost and -1. Look, I can throw both of those on Alchemy and I wouldn't be sad about it. Wouldn't be thrilled about it though. Holdover is pretty good in a world where I intend to have Lady of the Reformed at a frontline consistently. I could even give it holdover negative cost. Ugh. You butt. How dare you? Lady of the Reformed is one of the only... Well, I just want a burnout unit to put behind Lady of the Reformed. And unfortunately, another Lady of the Reformed ain't it. Wickless Baron, 1 Ember 2 size, Harvest Gain +5/+5. It's a good Harvest floor, I don't know what to tell you. Should I be running another Harvest? I guess I should be running a Harvest floor, because that will go along with the endless units. Yeah, that'll do it. Look, I could get a holdover, Purifying Cleanse. Do I want it, though? -1 cost Permafrost on the Alchemy, and then just -1 cost it again. After the next fight, as long as I don't take damage, I will be at 8. Yeah. Enemy unit sends with Diamond Skin 1. Letting enemies ascend here is going to be a real problem for us. Wickless Baron, Lady of the Reform bottom line. It's gonna be real hard to stop the Sloven Knight from ever doing anything with what I have right now. I'm probably gonna end up taking damage in a way that the is gonna deactivate the Prismal Shard, unfortunately. I'd like not to, but I don't see a way out of it without deck right now. I think with these primitive molds in the deck, maybe I do want to just Snotty Whelp and then just hit immediately. Because, yeah, I can reform that. I'm going to hit Aqua's Reservation. I'm going to Memorial the bottom line, hit a Snotty Whelp there to Galley Sneeze the enemy. Then Primitive Molds, a Snotty Whelp in the next line, Galley Sneezing the enemy. Both of those are going to die. A Lady the Reformed hits top line, or that line just a... Ooh, hang on. Thought I had more capacity, of course. Snotty Whelp, Galley Sneeze at him. Galley Sneeze at him. Firestarter takes out that. That's interesting. Do I think I can win the top line? They're going to come up with Spikes 5, unfortunately, but by the time they get up there, they'll have 30 Pyogel. I'll only have 5 damage, so you'll hit and kill that, and then I'll hit for 44 damage. Can try and use a Purifying Cleanse. Oh, yeah, I can get additional burnout next turn, so... There's also an argument that maybe I should check if the additional health is enough to keep you alive and win on this floor. It's not. Oh. I can target a enemy in a different... Interesting, I wasn't thinking about that. Maybe Firestarter my own minion, then... Yeah, that's enough. That's enough to get a kill on that line. And also leave us with 0 damage taking this fight. There's our Prismatic Dragon Shard, taking us all the way up to a full Dragon's Horde. I mean, with 2 Alchemy and the Prismatic Dragon Scale, we can get to 7, which is all I really need in a single fight. Memento Mori deals damage to the front enemy unit equal to 10 times the number of friendly unit deaths this battle. More engagements here as well. Especially in a world where I can endlessly bring things back. That gives me the ability to continually stealth Lord Phoenix. Yeah, sure, why not? Loot! When an enemy unit ascends, they gain Biogel 3, gotta say. 2, rather. Love that. Yeah. Clan card drafts only offer rares. Oh, with 3 Calcified Embers in the deck, and, you know, wanting to get the Vengeful Shards out consistently, I do think Sinner's Salve makes a lot of sense here. Your Pyroblast Biogel 2 to all enemies on Revenge. In a world where I don't have the Prismatic Dragon Scale, I'd probably take that and use it. Okay, I can give Burnout to a unit. Interesting. Titanite, some additional health. That's what I wanted to see, baby! Lady of the House. Also, I have additional damage for every stack of Burnout. I'm going to give Titanite to Lady the Reformed, who's standing in front of you. I'm going to give Multi-Strike to Lady of the House. I'm going to give plus 15 damage, plus 5, and burnout 1. I guess I could also give that lady in the house. Plus 20 health to the Lady that Reformed. That line is already sick. That's great. Celestial Alcove. Upgrade him again? No. Gremlin's giving us a random card. Probably Hellhorned consumable, please. Those on average tend to be. Oh, Banished consumable could get me the Divine. Oh, I'll do that. Liquid Courage, that's exactly what I was looking for. I said Divine, that's not the word I was looking for. I think the word was Divine Shields that I was pulling from Hearthstone, because that's effectively the exact same effect as Damage Shield. On Consume, or rather, 1 Ember, Consume, apply Damage Shield 1 and Valor 4 every turn. That unit gets 4 armor, or up to 4 armor. Moves up to 4 armor. They have 4 armor at the end of the turn because of the Valor. Merchant Magic, Armory, Forgotten Boons. Ooh, if the Forgotten Boons was on the same side as the Merchant Trinkets, I think I might find my way there. But it's also going to come down to how much money I have when I get there. So we'll see how this fight goes. Lady. Then Lord. God, Lord Phoenix, do you go on the top floor? Because I want as many revenge triggers as possible. It doesn't feel like Wickless Baron ever really gets a chance in this fight. Guess. Let's give Wickless Baron a big defender who will die pretty quickly. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave that line empty. Sick. Lady of the Reformed in the front line is never going to run out of burnout, so I may as well get the additional damage on Lady of the House instead. Lord Phoenix, set him up with the burn. They also... So due. I haven't got the Memories of the Endless down yet, so I don't think I want to reveal the Snotty Whelp to the damage. I suspect I do need a Spear Steward on this line, though. Just keep stacking Fire Gel on the boss. That'll be the most important. Ooh, I did not think about that. This enemy is going to be pushing my units out of position. How dare you? Molten Encasement to keep my top line alive, then Gelly Sneeze, then even more. Get Gelly Snost. Yeah, this is where I wanted to be. Memories of the Melted. I drop a Snotty Whelp on this line, hit the ability on the enemy. Snotty Whelp gets killed, moved back, harvested, and then I can still just do it again. In fact, I can even throw you on the bottom line. Yeah. Sacrificial Resurrection in a world where we now know that the thing was fixed. And also, I've got a Lady of the Reform to try and keep you high on damage. Wax and Spike also seems really good for that, but is actually not necessary. No, it doesn't fill that line out. Yeah, I definitely think it's another draft that I can just slot onto that same line. And Sacrificial Resurrection sounds like a really good way to do it. Interesting. This is difficult. There's a good argument for each of these. Paraffin Enforcer allows me to scale even more damage on the Lady of the House floor. Another Lady of the House, obviously same. Wickless Tycoon, however. Do I need the money from Wickless Tycoon in a world where I'm getting 7 Dragon Horde every fight? I think the answer is no. I think a Paraffin Enforcer on the bottom line so that I can start getting Rage on all of the Burnout units there sounds good. Also, I can make you a Burnout unit just by hitting you with Purifying Cleanse. Additional capacity is going to be required if I'm going to put you on the same floor as them. But that's okay, we always knew that was going to eventually happen. Happy to get a random artifact. On your first turn, do additional energy. Units gain +3/+3 for each upgrade on their card. 6/6 for the ladies. That's the only benefit at the moment. Still pretty good. Maybe you equip a friendly unit. 2 additional Ember. I'll take the Medallion of Superiority at the moment. Friendly units get Everos too. Sure. I didn't get to choose my own relic, but I might have chosen that one. Aqua's Reservation, Pyramanes. I mean, a Merchant of Magic where I have the Alchemy, Liquid Courage, Purifying Cleanses, Sacrificial Resurrection. I probably wouldn't give this holdover, but I probably could. Merchant of Arms with a Pyreborn unit next to it. What do we think the odds are that I go there? Because otherwise it's an easy trinkets next area. I think I will go magic right now. I don't think -1 permafrost makes too much sense on any of these, unfortunately. -2 consume could just go on a primitive mold. It wouldn't be bad, it wouldn't be good, it'd just be there. Holdover is now available for the Purifying Cleanse. That's incredible. Remove consume. Pretty much all of the floors would love to have Liquid Courage played on them. Removing consume from Alchemy obviously can help, but I think I'm fine with 7 right now. I don't think I need to remove consume from Alchemy and then reduce its costs just so I can play it. Additional time each. Well, the Sacrificial Resurrection will thin down the deck. So doing that is pretty good, but same said for this Liquid Courage. No, I'm gonna throw both of those on Liquid Courage, thank you. I'll send Magic Power, other Purifying Cleanse, because I will actually need the ongoing health. Whoa! There's Iron Tongue. 2 Ember, 10 health. Gives a unit sweep. This unit's attack is set to 30 and cannot be changed. So you give this to your weakest unit, like a Paraffin Enforcer, and then you can give them, it has Strike, apply Burnout, Rage 3 to friendly Burnout units. You don't need to benefit from that. You just give it to your friends. Iron Tongue. I will say, Mind Cage for Lord Phoenix, it's fine. Exile's Diadem to reduce the size of Lord Phoenix by 2, that's pretty funny. But unnecessary in a world where I already have Heaven's Light. Let's do Iron Tongue, baby. Golden Crown conjures to gain a Dragon Horde. Realistically not necessary. -1 energy per turn is going to be a little bit of a hit against this, but I can use Aqua's Reservation opportunely, and I should be okay. I think I've actually got to get the Paraffin Enforcer. Whoa. Hold. Restart battle. I've got to get the Paraffin Enforcer in the second line because no one has quick attacks yet, so it's much better that it attacks before the Lady of the House, who will do the damage that it is giving them. There's Iron Tongue. Yeah, I think it'll be 3 turns before I see a unit. I'm going to burn out all of these cards in hand. In order to gain a draft with 45 by 2, then I throw you right about there. Purifying Cleanse brings Lady of the Reform back to full health. Some armor every turn, some alchemy, some health. I don't need to give burnout to the Paraffin Enforcer again because the rage won't be able to modify its damage, courtesy of the Iron Tongue. It's always good to see that I've got like another floor setup that's not even getting touched. Aqua's Reservation allows me to play Alchemy on the very final turn I'm going to have before the end of this fight. I'm ready with Endless on this floor if it's needed. It's not, but I am ready with it. Lord Phoenix, do you really need a Mind Cage? Do you need a Chris Angel Mind Cage? I don't think you do. Seraph of Savagery. Dragon's Breath isn't a bad card. Just also often not relevant, but in a world where I have as much money as I already do, I don't think Greed could possibly be the right choice here. I'll take Dragon's Breath. And a absolutely Mortal Entrapment, please. Engulfed in Smoke is fun, but dazing the boss wins runs. When he gains Biogel, gains 1 additional stack. Huge. Shale Shell. Well, supply Biogel 3 on strike. Oh, a tuned Whetstone on deployment phase draw on equipment card to be deck reduces cost 0. I'm glad I did not take the Mind Cage, because now I'm going to be getting the Iron Tongue by default. God, I'm really tempted now to go to the Merchant of Arms. All I have to do is find and strap something to it. Especially quick would be ideal. That said, I have a lot more opportunities to make that kind of thing happen later. Merchant of Trinkets. I don't have many more of you. 3 different kinds of card in a turn. That happens often because I play my Scourges with the Sinner Salve. Friendly unit uses ability. Friendly units gain +5 damage. It's not nothing. I'll take it. Memorial Fund, 5 gold when a friendly unit dies. That's also not nothing and probably will pay off for itself before the end of the run, so I'll take it too. I will note here, however, that the Brimmed molds are really not what I'm looking for in this deck. I don't think I'm going to end up running a Spear Steward Floor. Sorry, a Steward's Floor at all. The card with Consumer's Blade gain 25 gold. I definitely don't need the gold, and I don't have many consume cards. I can consume cards, but this is when a card with Consumer's Blade. AAA, +3 health for all the rares in the deck. If only I took the... You can only draft rares. Hell yeah. Currently, Sacrificial Resurrection is giving everyone +3. It's got to be Claw Michelle. Especially because if it triples damage, that'll be pretty good on Lady of the Reformed, Lady of the House floor. Lady of the House, your base damage is like 25, so you'll get 50 additional damage from that. Pretty good. Alright, next far. Actually, that's completely fine for us. It would kill my draft, but I don't play that on turn 1. I can't. I'm not allowed anymore. Yeah. Big ol' Sacrificial Resurrection can get a giant draft down, and this one will survive as well. Gotta love to see that. Oh, our holdover is here. We'll get Endless on this floor. Because I'm trying to drop chump units directly, and the chump units are supposed to be the Snotty Whelps consistently just directly in front of the Wickless Baron and Lord Phoenix. That's my plan for that floor. It will work. It's just... Is it ever going to be necessary, given what the bottom floor is currently doing? This Paraffin Enforcer strikes once per enemy that it hits. So when it has sweep against these enemies, it is going to be giving 9 rage to all friendly burnout units on the floor. Every turn. It's pretty good. I guess I do bring back Molten Encasement because having this hold up. Excuse me? Oh. Oh, there's no way for me to do anything about that collector. How dare you? How dare you spawn in the only spot I don't have constant access to? It's rude, but more than that, it's disrespectful and rude. How rude. On 3 times of God in a turn. Woohoo, we did it. Oh my God. This floor, I want to use it one day. It's so good. It's It's theoretically an absolutely incredible flaw. Still haven't gilded in equivalent exchange. Is today going to be the day? 1 Ember, deal damage equal to 25 times your Dragon Horde, then lose 1 Dragon Horde. I could also go Wealthy Well. Cooldown of 2 to gain 5 gold for every Dragon Horde. I mean, honestly, because the top line is untouched, that's just a free floor for playing Wealthy Moneymakers. Why not? I don't need 2 Memories of the Melted. I'll take a Fatal Melting just for damage to the enemies. Loot, please. Increase max Horde by 2. Great. And then Hellheart. Apply Pyre 10 to non-flying boss enemy units that enter the room below the Pyre room. The units don't actually go there, so that's not going to trigger. I'd love to get Power of the Enforcer quick. The real problem is the Empyrean Well is on the side of the Merchant of Magic, and I really need to hit either an Empyrean Well or a Merchant of Magic here for another copy of Alchemy, so that I'm getting 9 Dragon Horde. Actually, let's look at the Horde. Yeah, between 9 and 10, it's just you can either choose the additional Minor Pyreborn, or you just get an additional Minor Pyreborn. By the end of this run, I will exhaust the list of Minor Pyreborns, so it's not worth extending past 9. I'm going to remove Consume from Alchemy, and then I'm going to -2 cost Consume it. Hold over. God, there's a world where I do hold over the Sacrificial Resurrection. The only thing is, it's very quickly going to start giving me draft units that I can't put anywhere. And also will very quickly get to the point that it'll burn out so much of the deck that I won't really be able to use anything. I don't like the idea of that, actually. Holdover Fatal Melting, if I can reduce the cost of Fatal Melting, would be really good for countering the Savagery. So I'll set that up to be able to do that. Another +10 on the Purifying, I think. Double stack the Mortal Entrapment 100%. -1 cost Intrinsic. Or Fatal Melting? No. Because I won't want to play it on that turn 1. Honestly, I don't have that many friendly units die. Real suffering from success kind of situation, but I think Intrinsic the Sacres, even if it doesn't reduce its cost, I think that's a better idea for us. Now that that Alchemy is... I'll get a second copy of it. It'll end up being relevant. Especially if I get the additional Dragon Horde again. Paraffin, either form, Lady of the House, Iron Tongue. Let us Snotty Whelp, Galley Sneeze, Lord Phoenix, hit him. Sacres gives us a 55 damage draft to hit the bottom line. I can't make all of my units quick on the bottom, because if my units are quick, then the Lady of the Reformed might not get to attack. Granted, like, the Lady of the Reformed wants to be hit by as many enemies as possible. I just need to find a way to make sure I also get to take down the Rage Wings in time. Ruby Mold. Ugh, that's not the card I was looking to bring back. You got consumed by something else. You got consumed by the Sacrificial Resurrection, so I wasn't really thinking I was going to bring you back, but that's okay. It's definitely okay. Sick hit. Burnout? Actually, I'll only play the Gelly Sneeze from the one that I summoned that dies. Because I do want to use their abilities. It's giving 5 damage to all of the other units on the floor. And then when it dies, it's giving me 5 gold. This is really late. Like, this is both of the Purifying Cleanses at the very bottom of my deck, and still the Lady of the Reformed has managed to survive, even with giant corruption. I'm a little surprised by that. There we go. Yeah, 12. I haven't had many friendly units die this battle yet. Although I get a Primitive Mold next turn. I want to play this Snotty Walt top line and just immediately let it Gelly Sneeze. Wealthy Wop gives us another 30 gold. Thank you kindly. Yeah, I'm just happy to pull that out of the reform pool. I don't need to play it again. I definitely need to get rid of the Spear Stewards so that they're not consumed by the sac res and then just brought back consistently. We actually won on the bottom line. I mean, we do get up to 9 Dragon Horde, so I'm fine with winning early, but I did not think we were going to win that early. Well, the new Hallowed Halls is here. Costs 1 more than it used to and is still sick as hell. Dome Contracts reduces a friendly unit's cooldown time of buy 1 to a minimum of 1, and then the card I'll take. Resin Blades, 2 Ember, Burnout 1, Multi-Strike 1. Return to hand when the equipped unit is destroyed. That's just Burnout. And Multi-Strike. And if I strap that to Iron Tongue, the Iron Tongue gets Multi-Strike. Compelling stuff. I mean, it's got to be Limbo's Solace, right? I don't need additional deployment, Ember. First turn, +2, sure. When you equip a unit, apply Conduit 4. Do I need Conduit 4 for the bottom line? Yeah, I guess I need it more than the other things. Hell yeah. I was really hoping to see this. Lost Luggage. On the turn after deployment phase, draw until you have 10 cards. My Sacrificial Resurrection is in my first hand. So the draft gets to be very large. Yeah, this is the last Merchant of Arms I can go to, so I have to. I mean, look, I'd love the Hell's Furnace or Steward's Quarters Stoic Plate Mail to still be relevant. It's just not anymore. Let us combine our Iron Tongue Resin Blade. As long as Lady the Reform takes damage on the first turn, then the Paraffin Enforcer will be kept alive, and then eventually I can start keeping it alive just with the Purifying Cleansers if that's needed. Hell's Furnace, honestly, I want to make an argument to take it. I just don't need it at all. It's so unnecessary. Also, it would go on the same floor as the Memories of the Melted at the moment. It's not relevant. Stoke Plate Mail, Steward's Quarters. If I still had a Spear Steward, there's a world where I might start playing around that, but honestly, it's not necessary now. Upgrade, something to be drawn in the deployment phase. No. I honestly think I just needed to come here to join those two together. Exile's Diadem. I'm going to take you, and I'm going to make you deployable so that you don't accidentally steal value that I want. I'll be leaving. 4 stacks more Pyogel. Oh, I should have removed both of the Spear Stewards before Shield Stewards before I came here. Front non-boss enemy in each wave, gains reanimate 2, sure. I feel like Wickless Baron doesn't even need to go on the second floor just yet. Like, I could just Exile's Diadem instead. Keep you burnt out. I do want Fatal Melting to be good. I'll play it first here, then sack res all the rest of that hand to get a draft that does 85 damage twice. In order to keep that draft alive, I think I might be better served by throwing a single fire starter at the enemy first. Then Alchemy, then Fatal Melting, and then sack res for 75 by 2. Aqua's Reservation for additional energy. I'm going to summon the Wealthy Moneymaker. I'm going to use the Wealthy Moneymaker's ability. I'm going to kill the Wealthy Moneymaker. That's just enough for the Fatal Melting now to do lethal on the bottom line. Ooh! There goes the banana. Get our Diadem down. I really want to keep the Fatal Melting holdover here. Savagery's Final Assault. How long will I have to deal with it? I really want to play Alchemy as well. I have almost no way of keeping the draft alive on the bottom floor without it. At least I've got a good floor for playing it on, though. I definitely don't need the diadem, though, so it's going to be Fatal Melting and then Alchemy. Ooh. Terrifying Amalgam still alive here. Not good. I'm gonna need Mortal Entrapment, literally exactly Mortal Entrapment next turn, gets us the Terrifying Amalgam for free. The downside is I don't get to play Alchemy or Fatal Melting. Wait, is a spell first? No, I haven't played a unit. So I played a spell and a Scourge, I guess. Okay, I can take this exactly once. Got back Alchemy. Someone's Diadem down as well. Okay, most of the Terrifying Amalgam's going down there. Oh boy. I've first got to see exactly what unit on the bottom line wants the healing for most impact. Oh, literally we just win there? Cool. We'll take no buyer damage because Shield Shield will block the top floor and then no one ascends and we kill on the bottom floor. So I'll end up with the full 10 Dragonhorn. Get him! Pay off. 2 Ember, consume, restore 2 buyer health for each Dragon Horde. Realistically, not gonna need that one. Make it rain! 5 damage to enemy units. Repeat this effect up to 3 more times and spend money. Honestly, I just had the money. I may as well take that card. It's the new Vertebrae. 0 Ember 1 size, Endless, Extinguish. Draw 2 additional cards next turn. In a world where I only have 1 Limbo Solace? Absolutely. Sounds like a great unit to throw on the midline every turn as a chump block. When you damage your own unit, reduce cooldown by 1. I don't do that. Well, supply by Gel 3 on strike. I don't do that either. Spells gain upgrade damage. Do that. Well, supply Biogel now. Why not? Ooh. Apply Endless to the first friendly unit summoned each turn. This is basically going to completely invalidate the Memorals of the Melted, but it'll do. Deal 5 damage to enemy units when a burnout unit dies. I don't actually let my burnout units die. I let them live forever. Thank you for the Cavendish, please. Non-champion friendly units now gain 3 times their base damage, and at the end of combat, there's always a 1% chance that gets destroyed. But a Lady of the House that's already doing 96 by 2 before the fight starts. Pretty good. Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Magic. I mean, a Merchant of Magic reducing the cost of the Fatal Melting in particular comes to mind. Getting multi-strike on the Paraffin Enforcer would be incredible, though. Getting quick on them would be awful, because unfortunately I would prevent myself from getting burnout. Empyrean Wells, not especially useful for me either. Starter cards cost -1. Sure, I would love to play all of the fire starters for free. Start a turn, fully healed champions. Yeah, sure, why not? After deployment phase, summon a random unit from your deck on each floor. No, thank you. Before I do anything else, though, I will make sure that I don't make the same mistake and leave these shield stewards in the deck. Merchant of Magic to remove Consume, no. Spell Chain, though. I guess there's also plus 20 magic power and Consume for Make It Rain, and then remove Consume from Make It Rain. Lower the cost of the Fatal Melting slightly. I think Spell Chain literally just goes on a fire starter. Can't double stack, unfortunately. Capricious Reflection literally doesn't get to trigger. Encased Ember could be a lot of energy as long as I make sure that the Molten Encasement constantly gets replaced, which I'll do. Split Anvil is not that much energy because I don't have many inexpensive and expensive spells. Like, I would have to play Dragon's Breath to reduce the cost of the other spells. That's basically it. -1 Permafrost just to keep Mortal Entrapment in a world where I don't get to use it on the right turn. Sounds good to me. -2 cost and Consume, then double stack both on Dragon's Breath because I can, and plus 10 magic power on the Firestarter with a second copy of it. Wealthy Whelp is no longer relevant at all. The money that I have is not gonna really be referred to by the game ever again. Let's remove a Primitive Mold, and finally one more Primitive Mold. All right, let's go. I mean, I'd love to end this fight with full Dragon Sword, but I'm not married to the idea. I mean, look, we tried it for a while, but even for the sake of the kids, we couldn't keep it together. We just had to split. Whoop. Wrong lady in the wrong position. We are looking for the reformed lady at the front and the lady of the house at the back. Party up front. Wickless Tycoon for the second line again. Don't need the diadem yet. Oh boy. First unit I play each turn becomes Endless. That's my Molten Encasement. That's 5 Ember next turn. I'll leave the Vengeful Shard in hand. I really want to play both of the Snotty Whelps. don't want to burn out that Molten Entrapment either. So I play a... I don't even need to play the Snotty Whelp on the mid lane. And the Snotty Whelps, they can even get reformed. So maybe I do burn those. 6 turns of days, though. Seems serious. Let's make it rain to prevent losing the bottom line. Hell, I will Aqua's Reservation this turn just so that I can play the Alchemy before I use Sacrificial Resurrection. But if I'm doing that with the additional energy, why not also play the Snotty Whelp? Oh, God. You. Seraph came down. I've got Fatal Melting Holdover. I've got Dragon's Breath. Do I just not have enough ways to kill the Ragewing Assassin? Because currently this is a death. We just lose the entire bottom line immediately. I could apply Endless to the bottom line and then be able to play those units again next turn, and then the equipment maybe even. I'm gonna look and see if this can be recovered from here. Yeah, no way. That just ends up getting to the top line and killing us. All right. I'm going to set up one line higher. Chalk that one up as a loss. But I'll be playing it out. Don't need the diadem. Gotta get the Molten Casement down. I'd love to play the Alchemy and make it rain. It's incredible for the bottom line. We do get to keep the Paraffin Enforcer alive, thankfully. As much as I do want the Molten Casement to die this turn, does it justify throwing away a Molten Entrapment that I want to use? I guess I could throw it on you. Welcome back, Draft. Oh, hang on. First unit I play gets Endless, so that's got to be the Tomb. Burnout and Gelly Sneeze the bottom line then. Unfortunately, forfeiting the bottom line is definitely going to result in us taking fire damage this run. This fight, rather. And there's the Fatal Melting. It's now in hand, so I can now use this as my solution every time. Yeah, it's literally like night and day. Now we get to win. Yeah, I don't need to stealth the Votive Ring. In fact, it's ideal that I do. I even set up all of my holdover cards for exactly the sake. It was just tragic not to have them on exactly the right turn for them. Can use my abilities on my own whelps there. Helps us out a little bit. No, I do want two enemies to attack. Because then I lose the Votivary and the Molten Encasement, which is additional energy and additional card draw, both next turn. Gotta start mortally entrapping. So the deck has been well thinned down. Yeah, I should be back to playing an alchemy at least once every turn. Depends exactly how many cards I'm willing to burn here. Votivary should be played though. Yeah, Fatal Melting's already enough for the bottom line. I'm just gonna sack res the rest of these. Yeah, we're up to the full 10 Dragon Sword. There goes down the problem on midline. And all of the rest of these just fire starters directly for the boss. Get him up to 100 Pyre Gel. Yeah, unfortunately, just have to set up on the second line. Have to take 35 damage in this fight. No real choice about that one. Fatal melting. Yeah, again, it was showing we die, absolutely. There's nothing we can do about it. As soon as we play the fatal melting, we are absolutely going to eviscerate the enemy. Three armor when a friendly unit uses an ability, and then I'll take... Sure, Dragon's Whelp gain +8. Expanded coffers, how dare you? Oh, Attuned Manacles was changed. The first time you summon a whelp each turn, reduce the cooldown of all friendly units on all floors by 2. That's huge. I'd love to take expanded coffers, but obviously we literally don't have another chance to loot before the end of the run, so... we'll trudge on with what we've got. Should be okay to set up the original way on this one. Absolutely don't need to play Alchemy in this fight. Got 2 copies of it in his hand. Nice. Those are gonna burn well. Gotta drop a Votivary, then... Fatal Melting's literally already out. Okay, we're all good. Yeah, just sacrifice the rest of those out. Drop hits the bottom line. Ooh. Thank you for the endlessness. Votivary's pretty much always going to have an empty floor it can be played on. Great news for it. I think I'll let Curse of Entropy deal damage directly to me. Really don't want to be sapping my units. Bottom line doesn't care about being sapped. Midline does not care about being sapped. Never mind, we're fine. It's nice to have full aggression happening on all of the floors at the same time now, because it gives me somewhere for my units to die. Are you kidding me? Are you seriously kidding? Again, Purifying Cleanse. Wait. Oh, it's just the holdover one I haven't gotten yet. Okay, okay. Well, look, it's a lot more reasonable that this is happening. Thankfully, we have Make It Rain in the sand, so we're okay. That's not okay. Draw pile look like 2 Bronin molds. Pretty likely to be able to reform the Lady of the Lake from those. I don't think I should reveal the Snotty Whelp to damage then. Stopping you from attacking resultant is pretty important. Thank you. Welcome back. And now I've got your holdover heal, so we should be okay. It's nice to have all this additional energy every turn. No, I'm not going to sap my units. I don't need to. Ooh. Fatal Melting's not going to accomplish good things on that bottom floor. I increase the damage lady the Form is taking there, but I get to keep the holdover. We'll be fine. Good lord. 332 damage. Sorry, 333 damage by 2. The Draft has gotten 76 rage already just from the Paraffin Enforcer. 150 of your damage is just the Paraffin Enforcer. Sick. Big old Dragon's Breath and Fatal Melting to match. Oh boy. I can absolutely make it rain. Entropy dead. Savagery dead. I'm afraid it's just you, my friend. And it looks like the Pyrelight at the top of the next turn will do it. In fact, Sacrificial Resurrection really wants to burn out this hand, but as soon as I play the Pyrelight, the run's over. This mid-floor is surprisingly powerful, again, for a floor that just doesn't really get accessed, because the bottom line scale's so ridiculously out of control with the Paraffin Enforcer. You make everyone so angry. It's beautiful. I'm gonna drop that Pyrelight. And collect my next win. Another clan combination completed. Iron Tongue has been gilded. Perfect. We've applied more Endless than our previous record, but with that room just being available, that was always going to happen. On the way to mastering all the cards, though, only 40 left. Pulling up the run summary, the run was 100,000% about the Lady of the House and the Lady of the Reforms, but realistically, that was fine. What was insane was a Paraffin Enforcer holding the merged equipment with the Resin Blade and the Iron Tongue in, which I may quickly take the opportunity to look at in the logbook. Show me equipment. And show me the rare equipment. It's the Resin Blade. And then Iron Tongue has got to be in here as well, right? Is Iron Tongue not rare? Excuse me? Is Iron Tongue uncommon? It's uncommon. Well, that's an uncommon piece of equipment that solves a lot of problems at once. I suspect we'll see that in a lot of runs in the future. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out above the thank and a special thanks this episode to Eloise. Hopefully you'll all be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.